Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. The Canadian press reports that Environment and Climate Change Canada is set to revolutionize its weather forecasting this spring with the introduction of a new hybrid model that integrates artificial intelligence. This innovative system combines AI's capability to analyze decades of continental historical weather data in minutes, identifying complex relationships between temperature, wind, and pressure to estimate future atmospheric conditions, especially for major events like heat waves or hurricanes, with the precision of traditional physics-based models. The traditional models are crucial for capturing unique local factors such as wind, temperature, and precipitation, ensuring that the small-scale details often missed by AI alone are accurately represented. This powerful combination is expected to significantly enhance predictive accuracy. According to the department, the new hybrid model will enable 6-day forecasts to be as reliable as previous 5-day forecasts, a considerable improvement given that prior advancements in forecasting typically required several years of research and development. Furthermore, the system will offer faster predictions for critical weather phenomena, including winter storms, heat waves, and atmospheric rivers. The department emphasizes that human meteorologists will continue to play a vital role, with their expert judgment being critical for interpreting. City News Everywhere reports that RBC plans to establish a new growth fund, committing up to $1 billion over the coming years to invest in Canadian companies. Dave McKay, RBC's chief executive, announced this initiative at the bank's annual general meeting, emphasizing its goal to support domestic businesses in building and scaling within Canada. McKay noted that Canadian entrepreneurs often feel compelled to seek capital abroad, a trend this fund aims to counteract. Beyond the fund, RBC will also expand its presence in crucial sectors such as defense, infrastructure, and project finance, and assist Canadian firms in their international expansion efforts. This strategic move aligns with Canada's estimated need for $1.8 trillion in capital over the next decade for significant projects, with McKay believing Canada can become a top destination for long-term investment. Specifics on the fund's launch will be revealed later. Recent U.S. court verdicts finding Meta and Google liable for harms to children are expected to significantly bolster similar ongoing big tech lawsuits in Canada, according to legal experts and the lawyers involved. The Canadian press reports that a Los Angeles jury found both Meta and Google's YouTube responsible for injuries to children using their services, while a New Mexico jury determined Meta knowingly harmed children's mental health and concealed information about child sexual exploitation. These U.S. decisions, although not legally binding in Canada, are considered highly persuasive. Canadian litigation includes a class action in British Columbia against Meta and a case by 22 Ontario school boards against Meta, Snapchat, and TikTok. These cases argue that platforms' algorithmic designs are addictive, leading to social comparison, depression, anxiety, eating disorders, and suicidal thoughts, while also disrupting education. Experts note the U.S. cases succeeded by focusing on product design, circumventing Section 230 protections. The situation draws parallels to the historical tobacco lawsuits, which exposed internal company knowledge and eventually led to regulatory changes. This outcome underscores the increasing pressure on social media companies regarding product safety and design. Montreal landlords in the Park Extension neighborhood are facing significant criticism for imposing rent increases as high as 20%, sparking outrage among tenants. As reported by Radio-Canada International, some increases are far beyond the provincially recommended guideline of 3.1% for non-renovated apartments. Tenants, such as 70-year-old Ali Kamruzaman, claim their homes remain in disrepair despite demands for higher rent. A local advocacy group, Comité d'Action de Parc Extension, CAPE, is supporting over 50 tenants contesting these increases across 18 buildings. Landlord Mark Lemieux, representing himself and another owner, defends the hikes, stating they invested $3.1 million in the buildings to address over 350 nonconformity notices for safety and security, including heating upgrades and window replacements. Housing lawyer David Searle advises tenants to contest unjustified increases, noting that proof of expenses is necessary for hikes exceeding the recommended guideline. According to NBC News, House Democrats' attempt to pass a resolution to halt Donald Trump's ongoing war with Iran was blocked by Republicans on Thursday. This effort came in response to the president's recent threat to annihilate a whole civilization if Iran did not reopen the Strait of Hormuz. Despite congressional recess, Rep. Glenn Ivey and other Democrats returned for a pro forma session, but the Republican presiding officer dismissed it without allowing a vote. Democrats condemned Trump's threats to strike civilian targets and called on Speaker Mike Johnson to recall Congress for a war powers vote, a plea that has been ignored. Senate Democrats plan a more serious push for a war powers resolution next week. Discussions about invoking the 25th Amendment to remove Trump from power are also ongoing among Democrats and some conservatives, though the party itself is powerless to act on it without cabinet support. Trump later announced a 2-week ceasefire with Iran, but warned of escalated action if a real agreement is not reached. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.